this thing. No, that should work. Alright. So, today we are building. Assuming this thing works. That should work. You're a bit blurry, aren't you? Give me a second while I fix this up. Oh, that was... Ah, there we go. It's messed up. That would do it. Alright. So, today we're building this. This is from Space Pirate Captain Harlock. This is Creator Works. Actually, Creator Works 1. I didn't realize that. This is the first Creator Works kit from Hasegawa, apparently. It's a kit from 2016, 1/7 scale. This is the Space Wolf, which is one of the fighters. I think that's Harlock in there. You can kind of see his hair a bit. Brown hair sticking out from under his thing. And is he smoking? I don't think he smokes usually. No, I think there was like something here. Yeah, it's not much on the... Okay, there we go. It's basically a fixed pose, I'm assuming. Just small kit of a space fighter. So we get just that, like on a stand. It will require glue, I believe. 83 pieces, that's not a lot, but it will require glue, and I was hesitating a bit to build this one today. I was like, why not? I mean, I don't have a lot of space right now, so I can't really... It's gonna be a bit of a hassle to transport this, I guess, later on. But I think it should be doable. Like when you build like plane or even tank or any kind of vehicle which has like bits that kind of like hang out. Wait a minute, is that? That's weird. Looks like a... Oh, that folds down. Oh, I see. That folds inward. That's a tail actually. So when it's flying, it does that. So, all right. This is Creator Works number 1. So we're gonna be building this. This is from 1970 something. It's from Leiji Matsumoto. If you know Leijiverse, like what's it called? It's the Galaxy Express, which I think was a novel of some sort originally, and then the guy made an anime of it. And also Yamato Space something battleship, Yamato something. 2099, and then 3099 and 2099. There's various incarnations of it. Yeah, the Bandai makes most of the Yamato spaceships. I think Hasegawa like does many of the other ones, including I think Galaxy Express. So when I build this thing, shouldn't be too complicated. It does require glue, but yeah, we'll have some fun with this, hopefully. All right. Actually, I should get a few things here. Let me just... post it wherever I could. Yeah, nobody's watching yet, I think. Maybe. Probably not. But if anybody joins... So we have some dimension here, but that's the finished model. It's a very small kit. It's not a very... I mean, it's a very long box, but it seems very light. I'm assuming it's not going to be many... Like, 83 pieces is, like, few. In the scale of things, I guess. Yeah, there's not much else information on the box. I'll just get to opening and looking at it. This is obviously not an original print. It's from 2016, it claims, but even the 2016 date, CW01 it says, I don't know. Like, this is number here. It's probably like a what's it called? A reissue of the original kit and not, that's what they do. Like, Bandai tends to, I think for the most part, actually, let's open the box. Oops. Ah, crap. This escaped a bit. Alright, so let's get that down there. Instructions here in Japanese and English. This is from 2016, is it? Okay, I guess. Well, it says somewhere, at least here. 2016 Hasegawa Corporation. So I assume that's when this was printed. The nice thing about Hasegawa kit, or is it Aoshima? I forget. One of the two. I think Hasegawa too. Is like they give you. That's a lot of like nice diagrams here on how to like set all the various decals and stuff. And I think it comes green. This is default color is like green and gray, but you can technically paint it a bunch, whatever color you want. There's very few instructions, surprisingly. Oh yeah, look at that. Very few instructions. Just like, that's it. That's the whole of it. Just 3 pages of instruction, that's it. It's a simple kit. You do have a giant sheet of decals here. Or decals. Decals or decals, however you say it. Seems a bit bright. Nope. What is going on here? Oh well. At any rate, just the plastic's kind of cloudy. Very ratty looking plastic bags there. So, yes, polycaps. Yeah, moving parts for this thing. Let's just get that a bit closer. Alright. Let me just get that up. So yeah, we do get a sheet of decals or decals protected by a parchment paper thing. This is mostly for markings. You don't really have. This is the albatross that sits on Harlock's shoulder most of the time. So you have a few crossbones, of course. A few. Oops. Because Harlock is apparently a German guy. Why is this thing so freaking... maybe this is better. Oh, there we go. It was a bit blurry, that's why. So you do have lots of little markings here, warning labels. It's all in German because, yeah, it's all in German. Harlock is apparently, at least the story goes, he was a colonel or some kind of military person in Germany during the World War II, so basically he was part of the German army. And I think one of his friends, his best friend, was a guy who was on the Japanese side. So it's one of those stories. Somehow, thousands or hundreds of years later, their descendants meet again. Oh, look at that. This thing is all distorted. Doesn't look good. It's all bent. Well, we shall see if that's going to be a problem. It's a bit flexing here. I hope it hasn't like distorted, like bent the thing. So if I'm just like coding off memory here. If I recall, like, so basically he becomes a pirate at some point. He gets fed up with like the way the Germans are doing things or something like that, I think. Helps his friends escape. I think they die at some point. I don't know. It's all very confusing. It's from the 70s. The storytelling mechanisms, the devices that used to explain plot were different, I guess. But yeah. Hold up now. It's all the same color. It's all the same gray. I was hoping to at least have two tones, so like by default you would have the top and the bottom different colors, but no, it seems like it's all gonna be just like one plain color, I guess, minus these parts here, which are different. These are just like parts for the stand, really. They're not really part of the they're not part of the ship itself. So this thing will need to be fully painted. You can't just I mean, you can build it as such, but the idea here is you have to paint it completely. Alright, so let's try to sort through a bit. Doesn't seem like we're missing anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is D. And it's connected to G. Let's snap that off. So D and G are connected together, I see. And then Z or Z, depending who you ask. That's just a stand. It's gonna be used later. The thing is, you're supposed to line this on here, but there's no clear marking where this goes on, so you're gonna have to wing it a bit. Just try to have it somewhat centered the way you want it, and get it on there. Let's ignore the stand for now. Well, maybe we should build the stand first. That way we can enjoy building the ship more. Yeah, let's do that. Go. What is this a part? Something just fell off. Hopefully not more pieces fell off somewhere. No, something fell from something. There we go. So this fell off there, so let's just leave that over there. We haven't even started yet. Alright, for now, we're gonna do the stand. You do have the option of using landing gear, so if you don't want to put it on the stand, you can have it on the landing gears. It seems. Hopefully you might, I don't know if you have to like pick and choose, we'll see, like, there's a chance. It's one of those where you have to like pick one, you can't have, you don't have the landing gear, like, well, that's usually the case. You do not have those optional parts, like, you can just fold them out or something. They have to be, you have to pick which one you wanna use. So basic idea is this. Just goes in there, you can like seal it up with some cement there. Or just leave it like that, that's fine. And so you take your crossbone. Quite nice, large pirate crossbone, skull and crossbone there. Oh, with some undergates. Look at that. Undergato. Kind of tempted to keep this separate. Hello, John. How you doing? Today we're not building a mecha, we're just building a space fighter thingy from a very, very, very old series from the 1960s or 70s. This isn't vintage, but I guess kind of vintage. So we're supposed to put that on there, whichever you feel like. So like this kind of. There's not enough space for that. Let's try to line it up, I guess. The glue ready first. Try to line the middle of the face there with the thing. Probably this is gonna help better. More fingers. Try to line it up. There we go. Just a few dots to kind of fix it in one place. Just let it dry for a second. This is probably the longest part of this process, is really waiting for things to dry. Just a dot across there. Dot over here. And just press that all down. Nothing excessive. Alright, so that should be enough to just hold it in place. Eventually we can kind of add a bit more glue. I should have done this one a bit better. kind of melt. Oops. No, that should be somewhat enough. Yeah, it holds. Good enough. And then we get the rest, make sure this is closed. Letting the paint dry, broke the file load on the joints, so they have crunch snapped a little bit. Is it ABS? Or is it just... I mean, it's not... Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, it happens. Especially if it's like ABS parts. Sometimes like the parts will just crack when you least expect it. So we just assemble this little thingamajig there with a bunch of under gates everywhere. Where'd he go? Oh. We're starting with the base, so we can take our time. Or not take our time, I guess. Well, basically, we'll finish when we finish building the plane itself, rather than building the plane and then, oh, what the heck, we still have more to build. Let's to have like a nicer conclusion here. What is this thing? Okay, so that goes in there. This actually acts as a little mechanism there. So you can have some kind of angles to play with. I'm displaying this. It's a very simple kit, nothing really groundbreaking about it, but I'm guessing it says do not glue. The instructions say do not glue. Where'd it go? Because I was about to. Oh, there it is. It says don't glue these on there because you want to be able to remove these two things. So you can remove that, kind of push that out. You can push that out and kind of play around with the angle here. Guess this is the default angle is fine. Straight ahead. And then this goes onto there. Just do a test fit before we join it together, which isn't lining. Oh, there we go. And come on, line up. sure it lines up nice and good there. So pointing towards the back, it's this one with the two things. Goes on this side. Oh, so I see. There we go. So now, well, rather than do it that way, let's just pop that out and push these out. There we go. I'm gonna join it on here first. Hopefully it doesn't slip off. I'm doing that. A few dots. Probably should be ventilating a bit more, but yeah, we'll be fine. Just a few dots as needed there. And just pinch that on the other side there. There we go. So I'll leave that to dry for a second. And that should be all we need to do for... Wait, there's a piece? Oh no, it's over there. So we'll leave that over here for a second. So now we start building the actual ship there. It's a nice thick paper we got here. Oh, it's very heavy. Hello, Justin Northern Adventures. That's very specific. Hello, Troy, as well. How you doing? Hello from, well, have fun in northern Michigan. What is there to do there right now? Okay, so gotta build this tiny person guy, which is very small. It's like you can kind of see, this is like Matsumoto Leiji's, well, Leiji Matsumoto's, wait, Matsumoto Leiji's? I think Matsumoto's his family name. That's his distinctive style of, don't eat off now. Like his distinct art style where the heads are a bit larger than the body on the shoulders. So there's a very tiny piece. So we also need to take care of the flashing while we're here. Maybe before we even put it all together. Yeah, so today we're building something, it's called Creative Works from Hasegawa. They take like, no, as far as I can tell, they take kits from like very old series and just, well, mechas, vehicles, anything from old series and old shows like classic Japanese anime, and just give them a kit. They made most of the, well, many, not most, all a few, I guess. Maybe 3? Yeah, I think 3 different Albator, not Albator, Harlock. Albator is in French. spaceship kits. I think they're in 1 to 1500 scale, but they're still quite big. I think there was like a Harlock movie not too long ago in 3D. So this channel, what's this channel about, you ask? That is a good question. Still haven't figured. Well, right now it's mostly about plastic models. Occasionally gaming. Just trying to figure out what we're about. Occasionally about DIY repairs and causing electrical fires. But one of the most regular things we do here is building plastic models. Usually of Japanese origin, such as this one. It is a thing. We talk about anime sometimes during these live streams and other things. Well, at least we like to think we do. We'll see how far we can go with this. Alright, so you got the problem here is like you can't really, there's nothing really guiding this thing on there. The thing is too small to be filed, so we need to scrape a little bit with the edge of the blade there. You can kind of see the details of the face here. There's the brown, the hair, the locks of hair from Harlock. Well, that's not, it's called Harlock. I forget what Harlock means. It means something in German. Where, anyway, it's about space pirates. Or a particular space pirate. Who was very concerned about saving the Earth and the environment. As I recall. I don't think there was any rum on that ship. Well, there was. At least one of the crew members was like always going on about it. It's Legiverse, so. And it is from the 70s, so ooh, different values. So we're trying to get a dot here. And before it dries off, let's try to get the head on straight. Close enough. Tons of warfare. Finishing all the thing and oh, cool. Blood Bowl. Oh, and hello, Casey. Yeah, I forgot to say that. How you doing? Everybody's just trickling in. Oh, hello. Oh, people on chat. Well, I don't know anymore. Lots of people ask me to like add them to Discord on Twitch. It is a little bit suspicious, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I'm streaming this on Twitch as well as YouTube. Because why not? trying anyway. You meet interesting people. Sometimes. And tiny little thing here. Is that a Warhammer thing? Blood Bowl? Or is it like a different thing entirely? Can't Google it at the moment. My hands are a bit tied. And if you feel free to put in chat what the hell that means. Ah, crap. Stabbing myself a little bit there. But yeah, hey, welcome. Justin. Make yourself comfortable. I'm trying to... I might check your channel later on. I mean, this thing is like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like, well, it's not very visible. There's like lots of little bit of flashing, so it's like you need to clean it up a bit before you can assemble it. And this one here is a little peg here. I should take a look and see if we can find the cockpit anywhere. Which one is the cockpit? Where's the seat anyway? Where's the chair? Wait, is that it? Chair is. Let's build the chair first and try not to lose the arms. Let's get the guy over here, sitting all melancholy here. Well, you can't see him, he's far away. But this is like nice little edge of his seat there with no arms. Which is interesting. Let's build the chair first, see how it fits on there. There might be some space for some point to like attach, because there's a joystick, not joystick, well, basically a yoke included on the arm, so it probably goes somewhere specific. But yeah, do feel free to subscribe and stuff while you're here. No pressure, but it helps a bit. You don't even have to hit the bell, whatever it is people usually ask you to do on the YouTubes. Just subscribe, and if you feel like it, you can come back every now and then. And even mute the notifications if you don't like seeing too many of them, because I do stream like quite frequently. I do have a Discord as well, though it's right now just me and John. You can see updates of John's build while he's painting the Fire Lord. So if you go on the Discord, you can put some pictures on there, I believe. So we need to line this up somehow. B5, B3, and B4. So I'm gonna need a flat surface to kinda join that all up. I think these guys are ready. Yeah, just use another one. If I can find one within arm's reach here. Nope. This maybe? Okay, let's see. Oh, the problem is like there's no... Blood bowls. I don't even know what a Snotling. What is snotling? Am I pronouncing this? So confused. Okay, I think I have to hold it against the table because I need like a flat surface to line these up. And I'm gonna have to kind of just dot some glue here. Get it in the gap. Yep. Get it. Well, that doesn't help. Let's get this thing and see if that at all. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so now we get a seat for this guy. So technically, we should paint him before I put him on there, but I don't think we have to. Just glue him on, and that arm goes there. Well, it's gonna be a bit tricky. Let's kind of line him up on there first. Managed to get the head like cocked at a slight angle for him to be all moody and whatnot. Now, we're doing this live, so of course mistakes will happen. A lot of people will not do these things live because precisely they don't want the terrible mistakes to be seen like that. So just a dot on the back there, try to get him to kind of stay. I guess a dot down there. Just 2 points. A couple of points of connection there. And then we try to get the arms on. It's gonna be fun trying to paint this later on. There we go. Well, could be better, but it'll be fine. I get this dot there, it's gonna melt the plastic plastic together a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And then we get the other arm. And this one doesn't actually hold onto anything. Where do you go? Oh, just goes on his knee, apparently. Just to the side there. Sometimes you gotta use gravity to help you hold the pieces in place. I'll try. Tweezers then. This is probably all very crappy looking on camera right now. But yeah, if you ever get the chance, you should try to check out Captain Harlock. I mean, it's quite old. But it's still... Okay, no, maybe not. It's... Let me have, like, nostalgia goggles when I think about this, because I watched it when I was a kid. And then I watched it again when I was an adult. It's like when you're a kid, there's like lots of details you don't see, and then you're grown up, you're like, oh, this is horrible. But yeah, like visually, it's probably not the most appealing, especially if you watch modern anime. And I need to try to get this hand on the knee, but it won't. Very approximate job we're doing here. Okay. Let's just add a dot there. Get that on there before it dries. That will do. Not perfect, but it'll do. Painting this is gonna be a pain, I suppose. Or should have trimmed this arm a bit. Now we need to like something to fill the gaps a bit. Okay, that's enough, I guess. There's a bit of a hole here, but might need to be able to fill that up with something. Either that or that's a bit too much. Oh, maybe it is supposed to be like that. Oh, hold on. I don't know. And so if I put that guy here, which I assume where it goes. Oh. Maybe. So maybe it is supposed to be like that. I think. Oh wait, it goes the other way around. There you go. That makes more sense. Okay, so it's not supposed to be on his knee, but rather resting on the console over there, so no gap for you. So, trying to line it up. This thing there. Yeah, so it goes on the side console there. Nice. Alright. So you go over there for now. Close this every single time, otherwise you could spill. Alright. 116. Oh, they have numbers, I forgot. Where's 116? No, that's not it. No, that's a color. So along with the part number here, B7, you have one, well, F2 actually. You need, you have Tamiya colors, I guess. Tamiya colors like the, like, no. That's not Tamiya. What does that mean? What does it start? Apply decal. So, you have Mr. Colors, I think. And I think the H is like hobby colors or something. So black, silver, all of these colors. So while you're building, technically you should be applying all the colors and stuff, but not doing that clearly. I'm going against the instructions. Assembling it first, and then later we'll figure out painting. Maybe. I mean, even unpainted, it is still something nice to look at. To some extent, you can still... Oh, maybe not. I guess you can't. Not easily. Take it apart again. Recently I built like a UC hot graph kit. That one was planned in a way that you could put it together without needing glue and take it apart to paint most of the inside parts. So this kind of connects to this part here. Kind of lines up with this, which means I could just directly apply it to this. I'm kind of trying to think ahead a little bit too here, because I'll need to connect all this at some point. Let's adjust a dot more here. Try to line it up a bit. Let it dry for a second. Yeah, good enough, I guess. So, not gluing everything together just yet. Some of these are going to be a bit loose. We'll try to some extent. Just kind of let's get a preview of how it looks, and then eventually the idea is we'll paint this. Let me build it enough so I can put it back. Well, that I can take it apart again, put it back in the box so it's protected, and later someday come back and paint it properly, or as properly as I can anyway. Alright, so there's a decal that goes on there on the side things, so clearly you're gonna have to, yeah, this arm is supposed to be resting on this thing squarely, which it is not, but close enough, I guess. This is supposed to be like levers and whatnot here. Yeah. They usually pick these kits to build at random, so never know if I can actually build them or not. That's happened a couple of times when I basically, I can't build those. Hopefully this will be one of those. So we need, this is A3 and A4. The main fuselage. Other thing here. A3, A4, I need also from B8. B6, which is the, I think, to apply a bunch of decals to this one. Alright, let's try to figure all this out. So we got that thing over there. This goes in there. Actually, let me clean that up. No, not gonna have broken to pieces. Let me just clean this up a little bit. The runner was a bit bent, so I don't know if the parts themselves are gonna be bent too. I guess we'll find out when we line them up. This might be a there's very few parts, but I don't think it's gonna be a multi-part build. Let's hope not. So this goes like that, I guess. So I guess I can still connect these two together. Now let's try that. So and F1. F1, F4. If I don't get the detailing parts later, let's just get this on there first. See. No, it's all very confusing. But to some extent, we should be able to get away with not gluing everything together. Oh, this one's kind of bent out of shape there. Yeah, it's like distorted. This is quite. I've had this for a while, so yeah. I'm not sure it's gonna be possible to get away with this the way I would have liked. I guess I might have to do like a multi-part build of this. Do like paint it as well at the same time as I'm building it, because these are going to be inside and completely trapped. There's no way I can. What's 116 anyway? black gray. And, well, dark gray, can you not call it dark gray? Why should you call it black gray? The whole thing is just black gray, it says. More or less. Plus some decals on here. And this one is 116 as well, so the whole thing is just black. I could probably just do a different color for this. And then... yeah. Unless I have some... well, hold on. We'll see how it all goes. So that's supposed to go here. And you have no idea where you go. No, that's not. Is that even gonna fit anywhere? Oh, we don't always. Oh, it goes down there, I see. Yeah. This is a kit that really, like, relies on gluing parts together. Okay, so that goes there, but that doesn't explain this thing. There, I suppose. Oh, underneath, I see. How the hell am I gonna get that on there? It's supposed to go underneath here. And this little piece here is actually relevant in the story because apparently it's like a piece of navigation equipment that was used on planes, and I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm gonna have to figure out how to put that on there. It goes on there, here. It's used for aiming and whatnot. And it is very relevant. I guess I should like stain it green or something. Yeah. So I don't usually plan ahead when I build these. I just show up, pick a kit for the day, and just build. So now we have a kit that really requires a lot of planning, but we'll figure a way out, I guess. So the problem here is this thing. I guess that might work. Problem is it goes underneath here and lines up against that thing. Just a dot there. Just to hold that in place. So then when we put that all together, it lines up there. And we can just glue that together. For now, it'll just be hanging on the side there. I guess same with this one. Get the bottom. It is 116 again. So it's all black. All throughout the whole thing. Same thing here. I'm gonna try to... Oops. Don't know what's going on. Try to... So, alright, what else do we need? D4. We're supposed to alternatively cut off the end there and put one of these in there. 4. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Just like it says here. Can cut off the tip of this thing. Which is very blurry. And replace it with a clear part on here, so if you want to, like, I guess paint that, have it shiny and whatnot. Okay, I think where is it even? Oh, okay. Now what? No plans whatsoever. No idea what we're doing. Okay, where do you go then? I just managed to get that in there at some point. Okay. So that goes like that. So it's basically built like a... Well, it's a fighter jet, but an older school fighter jet. I think the Germans did like invented like the jet engine in World War II at some point. But it wasn't really deployed in the war. Yeah, so I'd have to like glue this all together. So one thing, and this is probably going to be a multi-part build. So I'm going to try to build what I can, but I definitely will have to paint this one a little bit. Just enough that I can get away with like saying, yep, I did something. So this might take like a few days to finish. Well, it's a challenge, alright. It's only 83 parts, but because it uses glue and there's a lot of stuff. Once you do it, you can't undo it. At the very least, I can kind of get the inner details sorted out a bit. Alright, so we're not gonna abandon this, but we're gonna be a bit slow about this, and hopefully I didn't lose. Where'd the clear part go? Ah, well, this is gonna be bad. Already lost the part. Chances are oh, there it is. So yeah, I'm gonna need like, oh no, I can't use that. I'll find a little thing to put those in. Just put those over there for now. Alright, so F4. So if I'm gonna try to add the things I can add on there and around. I'll ponder it a bit. Probably stop the stream at like 2 hours, maybe, and come back tomorrow. It might take a whole week to do this, honestly. I may have to switch from the white background to something more appropriate for painting. And this is a, I'm assuming some kind of weapon? Maybe? No, there's 2 parts to this thing. F3, okay. And keep going for another half an hour or something such like that. Well, we'll see how far we can go. I'll go over everything and kind of see like, what can I put on these sides and get away with it? Can probably do something about the wings. These probably I can build. These are independent. The wings. Maybe the landing gears too, just like build them separately and just have them at the ready. Alright. So that goes. Trying to line it up as cleanly as possible here. That drive, well, not. Does that drive for a second? Let's take a look at here. While we wait for some things to dry, we can look ahead and build other things. Obviously, this is like from an anime from 1970s. In the original, the source material, it is not as detailed as this. This is stuff they kind of added on top to make it more interesting. And we need C6, C8. These are internal parts, so I'm not sure why. No, I guess the outside. No, wait, is this even on the outside? That is not on the outside. Oops. Yeah, 6-8. Those are inside. Why do I have to paint them? It says color 61 here. But you can't see because it's blurry. I'm not gonna leave the page or everything's gonna fall over. Let's let me just try to get that over here. Yeah, color 61, so which is, according to the guide, burnt iron. I don't know what that means. Apparently that's there's lots of predefined colors when you get into hobby building, as most of you probably already know. Just referring to a certain number of Mr. Hobby color, is it? Yeah, Mr. Hobby. So it's a Japanese brand, but you can kind of look it up and kind of get something close enough. Alright, so we get to get these, oh, that's why, because this is hollow, and, well, you can see through it, so you should be able to see these through here, so that's why we need to, I'm gonna have to look up what burnt iron looks like. If it's just black, well, it's gonna be just black. And I need... There's another runner B over there. A bunch of flashing on this thing. But it's still kind of in inside parts anyway. Let me just Google what burnt iron even looks like. Hobby color. So get Mr. Hobby color. Hold on. Yes, Mr. Hobby, color 61. It's basically gray. I got me some gray here. I think you can do this. It just has to show through these things here a little bit, and you're 116, you're all black. Yeah, this may take a whole week to build this. I'm just saying it now. I'm probably gonna lose subscribers over this. Oh well. Okay, we also need B11, B13. This, B11, B13. B11. Okay, B11. Oh, those 11? I think one of these is B11 and B13, B14, one of these, 13, 14. This is C, C17, got those, C12. Alright. So this is, what color are you? 47. Underside color, okay. So yeah, they don't really specify color for the outside fuselage just yet. I think because, at least based on the instructions, you can have different colors depending which style you want to go. This is like basically some kind of common fighter. Unit, at least the base model is, so it can be used for different organizations. It's not like the pirates have like a exclusive model they use. Of course not. Don't be silly. Please get the flashing out there. Pop that on there. There we go. That's right. So C16, 116, 116. So let me just make sure it's black. Well, it's dark gray. One is gray, darker gray, and dark gray. So if I make this multi-part, I can probably take a break to plan out different colors that I need. Alright, so you would go, assuming this is the one. Line it up with this. Or actually, this one probably should have kept track of which is which, man. So we go here, in theory. Line up with that. Like so. So you and you, at least we determined its parts. Just separate them a little bit. So this is, at least, we know for a fact. Now, not great. I probably have to, because yeah, you're gonna have to like glue those together anyway. Just find the parts that kind of line up there. Like so, maybe. Kind of identify that you need to just on the edges, essentially on the inside and on the edges, the inner edges, that's all you need to paint. And this one, same deal, I guess. Just have it line up to those things here, just on the insides. And this is all the same color. I need to like look up how to make like a burning thing. Try to like replicate that. I'll look that up. So I guess I'm not building those today. Let's see what else we can do. Just build whatever we can. So these all go together. That's one. That's two. Hopefully we don't lose any parts. That would be most dramatic. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of, at least, well, maybe 3 days. I built like other glue, things that require glue, but yeah, they usually take a while. Guess I can do a landing gear as well, though. Or not. about these? I think you can do these, whatever this is. Air intake installation, it says. So this is... what printer is this anyway? A17. A16. A1350, so the whole thing over here. Yeah, should be doable. The only thing is the inside is what requires to be painted. The outside is just whatever fuselage color you decide on later. So I'm going to go as far as to paint the pieces. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and then the next day I'll... so basically Wednesday I'm gonna do these things, paint them, whatever I can paint, all the inside parts, and then, well, although, yeah, this one I don't need to. Other than minimum I need to paint. But yeah, painting requires a little bit of prep time, at least in my case. Alright, so 7, and we need, oh, P2. Why? Why do we need polycaps in here? Because it attaches, oh, there's, so you can detach it, it seems. You don't need to do the back. Where do you go then? Oh, we're on page. Got it. We can do those as well. Getting all the pieces out, probably setting myself up for something bad there. Fuel tanks, that's what they are. So hold this for a few seconds. Maybe count 10, and just for this to kind of hold all together, and then we can let go. Same on this side. We'll glue them together and then take care of the nubs. hold for a few seconds there, so at least we managed to get some things in there. Ah, that's why we need the it's like optional. Either landing gear on or off. Oops, squeezed it too hard there. Leave that alone for a minute. Alright, we got the fuel tanks done. Let's do this bit. So we need polycaps because we need to be able to swap the landing gear in and out. And that's set for fuel. I'll look ahead a bit. So these are like swappable, depending on what you want it to be, like folded for landing, well, parked I guess, and flying, so we don't need those just yet. Alright. Same with these here. Yeah, this is all, a lot of it is just options for when you're landing. This plastic is nice to work with. It's not crumbly or anything, but it files easily. And glues easily as well. And just, I mean, we should be able to reach in with like a brush or something to paint those parts there. Just hopefully, it seems I didn't forget the polycaps in there. That would be bad. And we just pop those on there, I guess. Except I feel like, why do you even put the polycaps in there? That makes no sense. It doesn't actually line up to anything. Those holes down there are probably too small for this. I think. Maybe. No, we'll see. Air intake. This is what it says it is. So actually, let me just test it out. Not the air intake part. This bit there. So we're supposed to be able to do this here, yeah. Disconnect with the polycaps, and you can have it flying mode, or connect to a different polycap there. There you go. That's like park mode. So you don't have to actually choose. You can have both modes just by swapping out the parts there. Guess you could have like a little something under here to kind of hide those extra pieces. Alright. What else can we build? Clean up those fuel tanks a little bit. Doesn't actually say which color it's supposed to be, it says underside color, so. Alright. Okay, so we got this built, got those figured out slightly. Guess we can just do, I'm just gonna do the landing gear to some extent. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So 1, 2. Okay, smaller wheels on the front. This is C4. Do the landing gear as much as I can, and then we're gonna stop here for now. Tomorrow I'm gonna paint whatever I should paint, try to figure out. Probably mostly the cockpit and some stuff on the wings. And then we're gonna try to, if we finish early, build some more. Like external stuff, for the most part, you can, even if you've already glued stuff together, you can still kind of reach those tight spaces with a fine brush. Or even like poke it with like a pointy thing. With just a wire, just touch a bit of paint to the surface. Alright, C4 and then C3. C3 and then C13. And D. What color is D? I'm gonna assume it's orange. D3. I'll just do that in a minute. Alright, let's get those sprues off there. That. I'm assuming these don't. Well, you should be able to. How to put it? Swap them out without needing to. And crap, sorry. Dented. Yeah, well, that was kind of bad. Guess I can't really. I'm gonna try like a curved. No, it's mostly underneath anyway, so. A rounded one. I do have a rounded one. It's in a weird position there. That's the advantage of using cheap files that come in a set. You get a bunch of different shapes for a very low price. You can use them for all sorts of things. Some of that flashing off there. I can still kind of reach on the back there. I need to refill this a little bit. Alright, so we got that. Got that thing. Should be. Is this C13? Is there a decal on this thing? Does it have dots on here? No, there might be some kind of warning text on here. Beware of the landing gear. I don't know. That way up. There we go. Then D3. Try not to cut myself here. That would be bad. Right, so. That's probably way too much. Ends up being a bit cloudy. Alright. Just to give it some warning light feel here. Sharpies are a nice way to just stain clear parts like this. Give it a quick upgrade. Alright, that's the one landing gear. Can paint it at a later date. Now the back. Need B9 and B10. B9 over here. B10 over here. C1 and C2. And C5. Just gonna get these as well off. Put those somewhere else. Oh, I have like one run or less. You just have to remember that we have these parts hiding somewhere, which I'm probably gonna forget. Spend like 20 minutes looking for them again. This is in a weird spot. Be very careful with this. It's like it can break easily. Is that where the other polycaps go? Because it doesn't say anywhere we're supposed to use polycaps in the wings. They use it here, but nowhere else. I mean, it just goes in there. Actually, in there. Like that. Just. But doesn't seem to be, unless those count. Alright, they just... I wouldn't want to glue those on there, but... Oh well. That's one. I almost fell. Alright. Leave it alone for a little bit. So we got landing gears, all of it. The fuel tanks, air intake. The rest kind of needs some painting before we get to it. For the most part. That's covered for the... Not sure if you're supposed to Alright, that's for the other landing gear bits. Let's just get them all off then. Fewer runners to deal with. Make sure, yep. Alright, so just put those away in the box. There's not a lot of pieces left. You know, I mean, like, to begin with, it's only like 80 pieces in this kit, so not a huge lot. But it still looks very nice. Especially if you watch, I mean, very, very few people, I guess. Well, except most of France. I guess. Know this anime and like have the same attachment to it. I guess all that. Alright, let's put those. Let's clean it up a little bit. But yeah, basically the plan now is tomorrow I'll be painting this a little bit, and then the day after that, or maybe even the same day, depending on how quickly it goes. Well, no, it probably needs to dry. So Thursday is gonna be a free parter. Did I do this one already? No. Yes. Just put all these. No, just get all the stuff off the runner then. not gonna fit in the box once I finish building it. Yeah. Unless I'm able to wait, that's not the right one. Nope, that is the right. Hold up. Yeah. Unless it goes this way. Not this thing, right? So oh, it goes up there. Not bad. It goes up there. What am I even doing? Yeah, unless I you can remove the wings, and the wings kind of hold on without requiring glue, which is unlikely, but then you could just like put all those back in the box and keep them safe. Just put everything back in the box. All the small pieces. I forgot about that. But at least we built this thing. That's one. There we go. I get the thing there, so you should be able to. It should be able to like hold the. Yeah, fits perfectly. This holds the thing in place. The yeah, locks in perfectly. You can put it on the air intake. And that's gonna be the display there. What color is this rooster bee? It says 2, which is black. Why? They gave us a white piece, and it says to paint it white. That paint black, which is. I mean, you can paint whatever you want. You can paint like those silver, all sorts of weird things on the buttons, wherever you want, metallic, whatever. Just like go nuts. You get the option. You don't have to follow the instructions exactly. But otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That arm is supposed to be on here completely, but I guess missed the mark a little bit. Gotta have a little fun with this, I guess. Might not necessarily use decals there. Let me see if I can identify the decals that we need. Get all the pieces in the box so I don't lose anything, unless the whole box itself gets bended and everything just flies everywhere. So we shouldn't need this anymore, hopefully. Well, might need it for a few things. Let's see if you can see what we can work with here. What decals do we have that can... There we go. So at the bottom here, we got a few things. And it says to use... Oh, these ones. Okay. look if these might be the decals for the we can just touch those up. We don't need a decal for that. We can just touch those up with yeah, even those probably. This was a tiny bit of well, maybe not. I'll try to see if we can put those decals on tomorrow. Yeah, it's from 2011. So yeah, the one I have is probably a reprint, a reissue. So that's why it says 2016. Let's put that on there. Try to protect it, sort of. Alright, for now, we're gonna try. Let me see if you can see it. Is anything up close? Seems blue, black, brown hair, white face, yellow on the side. There's not more. It would have been helpful to have like the only guide you have for the pilot is this, and I guess the index here and the numbers. I guess face 51, hair 21, middle stone. I don't know. Sounds like yellowish. Alright, so 33. There's a bunch of them is just black, 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 a bunch of grays and blacks essentially. So I'm not gonna do everything, the chair and everything, just plain black. I'm gonna maybe do a tan if I have the means to do that. 61. Which is burnt iron again. You have the option of like painting it, like ignite it, I guess, with a bit of orange highlights. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, we're gonna try to continue this throughout the week. So might not gain new subscribers from this, but we're gonna keep trying. So yeah, for the time being, we're ending it here. We're gonna continue tomorrow with the Space Wolf. Trying to paint a bit of that. This is from Space Pirate Captain Harlock. If you've, it's one of the lesser known works. Or maybe it is well known. I don't know. Like it's, most people think of like either like the Galactic Railroad, like Galaxy Express 9999, or stuff like that when they think Matsumoto Leiji. But there's always this thing, which was interesting. I recall they were fighting against plant space women. Like there's two different stories of this game. We'll talk about it next time. I'll look it up a little bit too. So for now, at least we have a pirate thing done. Alright, what the heck? Nah, wait, never. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it here, so that, and we're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna clean this up a little bit, just paint the things. Alright, I know who else is watching, not many people are left, but yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow if you feel like it. It's fine if you don't show up. I'll just keep trucking. Alright.